at InfoWars.com/show, and over 200 radio stations and now over 100 TV stations. We just signed a deal for 50 plus TV stations and cable stations to pick us up free to air. So that's now over 100. Very, very exciting. We just started that push a few months ago. And it's a good thing because there is a public attempt to eradicate us off of the internet using lies and using hoaxes. Now, I'm putting CNN on notice of their criminal action. And I know that the Washington Post is backed by Bezos, CNN is backed by Spectrum and all their different operations. But I just want you to know, you're on notice not just of civil violations, but criminal violations of my civil rights and racketeering. You are complete journalistic frauds that stage debates, stage town halls, give Hillary the questions before. It's all in the WikiLeaks, how you're basically running the Democratic Party and George Soros. But now, on Friday, they put out this big article saying Alex Jones said that nobody got killed at Parkland there in Florida. And Alex Jones said the kids are crisis actors, and Alex Jones bullied them. But you don't show a quote, and you don't show the video. And then you brag that you're talking to YouTube about my account, what's going on inside my own personal company and corporate operation, which is tortious interference, racketeering. I mean, open and shut. Already got the lawyers. The problem is we got so many lawsuits, we're looking at the right ones, but I think this is it. Because we've already got New York Times and YouTube employees talking about how they interface to mainly block InfoWars. We have congressional hearings admitting it. And now we've got Stelter up there lobbying to Glenn Beck, lobbying to David Hogg, shouldn't we block InfoWars? So you're on TV saying, let's censor another news operation. And you're on there misrepresenting what I stand for, what I say, and what I do. And then not even showing what I supposedly said. Because it's one thing to say, oh, we shut a video down earlier in the week that was #1 that said they were crisis actors. I saw the video, they didn't say it. They didn't say it, they asked the damn question. Because the guys in TV shows and things around the country. And BuzzFeed says that the 4 kids that are all over the news are actors. Not that they're crisis actors, but that they are anti-gun spokespersons. That television is the David Hogg channel now. I can't turn anything on. He's on Good Morning America. He's on the Sunday shows. He's on everywhere. And I know scripted PR when I hear it. Oh, the police officer that didn't come in and help anybody, he's a wonderful person. Oh, I'm not anti-gun, just turn your guns in. And it says activists under him, but if I even criticize what he's saying on national television as a young adult, then I'm bullying him. But because I wasn't really bullying him, even though him and his buddies are up on stage, at the town hall saying, Dana Loesch, you're a murderer, burn her, like a Monty Python skit. Yeah, everybody's seen those videos. Burn her, witch whip, burn. I mean, burn her? Billboards kill the NRA. They're bullying NRA members, kicking them off everywhere. The media is. They're using David Hogg, who's a well-spoken, handsome, son of an FBI agent. His mom works for CNN. But he's the main of the 4 horsemen of the anti-gun operation. He's the main one everywhere. And so we have a bunch of students on, and eyewitnesses, and show local news saying there's multiple shooters, and the police showed up and didn't go in for 10 minutes and all that, which has all come out to be true. We all broke that the day after it happened, and they're pissed. Now, I don't know what's going on with multiple shooters. Maybe they're confused. I just reported it. They were on my show. It was on local news as well. I know that the police stood down. They're now admitting they did, up to 5 deputies. Well, he said like 10 cars called up. What was that fellow's name we had on?
Jalen Martin.
Jalen Martin. Just so many great. And other students are on the news saying CNN told him to script stuff and the town hall was scripted. CNN's famous for scripting town halls. There's video of the questions they were handing out. So, that's where we are right now. This is just crazy. We didn't say that they're crisis actors and a shooting didn't happen. CNN says that, puts out an article, and then hundreds of publications that we know of. I've had family call up and say, is it true you're bullying children? I go, did you see me do it? Well, no. It's just in the local paper here in Dallas that you're going to be banned off the internet because you bullied children. Do you understand? That's about taking over the whole internet. 2 weeks ago in the Wall Street Journal, they admitted that plan and said, we're going to start with InfoWars, deplatforming it, and then we're going to deplatform everybody where it's only corporations that are seen on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. That's what the dying Wall Street Journal and New York Times and all these people and CNN are doing. They have to pay for you to watch them in the airports. They have to pay for you to watch them in the hotels and bars. They pay for that. They give you free cable and then a free special feed, and then they make you pay for it. So right now we're going to go to this clip because you see the headline here where hashtag never again, like Me Too, the Democrats have launched. This guy who calls himself an activist launching a national movement, who admittedly is an actor in the drama department, BuzzFeed reports, and a young journalist in the journalism department. I'm simply saying he's being given scripted gun control statements out of 3,000 students. Why is it only 4? Their response, because that's so cogent, so obvious, and resonating with the people, and number 1 on YouTube when we talk about it. Of course we're number 1. That's why they can't deal with us. People don't want to hear Dan Rather that made up fake memos about George Bush and got caught. They don't want to hear all this. I mean, they get crap when they see it. So they're like, get rid of them. So Stelter's on there going, all these horrible conspiracy theorists, they've been saying really horrible things about you, that you're a crisis actor and all this. He goes, it's fine. I've gotten really popular because of them. I don't care. Okay, well, that's great. Because now when there's the lawsuits, you're on record saying it. And when we subpoena you, because you were supposedly bullied, to find out what you talked about with Stelter and everybody, when CNN is quarterbacking with all the media to have us banned, and the reports are coming in of hundreds of other YouTube channels being banned, again, misrepresenting what we said to then have us banned, that's racketeering. So perfect. We've got internal CNN employees, internal Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, with the New York Times, all. And now CNN publicly saying, we're working and filing complaints to have InfoWars banned off YouTube. Total civil rights violation, banning our right to free speech, our access to the market, 1 trillion times worse than not baking a gay couple a cake, which I said you should do. Being banned from beyond a lunch table or a bus, like black people, back in the 50s. And they're all over the news admitting they're doing this to me. And then he wants to, but he has to take the high road. Stelter's like, don't we need to ban him? Don't we need to? He's like, no, let them say I'm faking the shooting, didn't happen or whatever, because the people know the truth and we're going to outlive them. And I remember the Violence Policy Center 18 years ago when I caught bribery going on at the Capitol, and they had to shut down the committee, and they got an ethics violation, and they were like paying the people money right in front of me to come testify. The statesman called me up and they said, are you racist? And I said, well, no. They go, well, the guys that were being paid off are black. And I went, well, so what? And then they went, well, the Violence Policy Center has this quote, and it ended up being in the paper. It said, it doesn't matter what Alex Jones does. We've got the children in the education system. We're going to outlive them. So that's what I'm saying. When you know the anti-gun lobby, man, this guy is like just boom, 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 boom. Obviously, his mom's anti-gun. His dad, he admits he's an activist. He's a public activist, a young man, saying gun owners are to blame. The NRA's bad. His cohorts are on TV saying, Dana Loesch, you're a murderer. And she goes, well, I better not say anything back. Okay, I'm a murderer. This is crazy. And then again, CNN misrepresents what I'm saying, what I'm doing. So when I say he's thanking us, it's all tongue-in-cheek, like he's the surrogate over here, that they're trying to take us out. He's like, oh, no, I don't want to say. Then Glenn Beck comes on, if you're wondering, you're talking about me, and Beck goes, well, it's Alex Jones that's behind all of this. And Twitter and Facebook aren't doing enough, to stop this. This is Beck that used to work behind the scenes to get me kicked off radio stations. This is Glenn Beck that said that Ron Paul's money bomb, and nobody knew what it was to blow up capitals, and that Ron Paul should be arrested when he used to work at CNN. This is Benedict Arnold, big time, and it just absolutely illustrates everything we're dealing with. So, Mr. Hogg, in your name, CNN is going out and saying, I'm bullying you and saying things I didn't say, but you're saying you're pro-free speech. You claim you're pro-Second Amendment. You just believe that's an abolition of the right to keep and bear arms. That's your definition. Well, what about the First Amendment, buddy? Because, believe me, they're making you a plaintiff to all this, and your father and your mother and everybody else who are trying to, CNN in your name, is trying to violate my civil rights, my free speech, and is involved in my life and this company and our news and our First Amendment. And you're saying, hey, I want to thank you all for what you've done, which is what we haven't done. The video that they took down, that they now say is my video, which wasn't even my video, didn't even say you were a crisis actor and asked the questions. We didn't say you were a crisis actor and believe this happened. We just pointed out that you're an admitted actor and journalism student and said that you're anti-gun and that you're being fed talking points. That is my right. And that's a big national controversy right now. That's a big national controversy right now about CNN and the fake town hall and all the rest of the crap and the Fed questions. So they don't want us heard because we're articulate. We're live in 13 minutes, InfoWars.com/show. They are trying to shut us down everywhere, but the good news is AM and FM stations, TV stations, as that satellite's calling right now for uplinks, they are blowing our phones off. We are expanding faster than ever. We had over 7 million views of the banned YouTube videos. They're on InfoWars.com. What's the headline? These are the videos YouTube banned that they don't want you to see. And you can actually see Owen Schroyer interviewing students and then playing other clips off local news of students saying 2 gunmen, they were with Cruz, he wasn't there, he didn't have a gun, saying there was a stand down of the sheriff's deputies, which is now confirmed. It isn't even what they say. I mean, that's what's crazy about the fraud of CNN. It's incredible. Then Media Matters on Friday edited a 57-second clip and blurred it so bad you can't even see the edits. That's why it's like really like a 1996 quality video. It's like and they edit it together where it sounds like I'm saying they're actors and it's all staged. I'm saying no. Anderson Cooper has him on saying I'm saying it's all staged. And that's a bunch of bull, but they cut that out. And we have the full clip in HD. We're going to be playing it coming up today and tomorrow. And we have the full HD clip, and then we have what they edited. I mean, you imagine when juries see that. God, we've got your ass. I mean, it is incredible, though, to watch fake news in action. I mean, this is how you murder the truth. And I don't know if David Hogg understands this. He probably doesn't. He's 18 years old. The point is that he is being used as the spokesperson, and we're not supposed to be able to speak out when he's all over the news, when he and his cohorts are saying gun owners are to blame. So which button do I hit here on this, Zimmerman? Here it is. So here he is thanking us. And in case you don't think it's us, again, they misrepresent us. Then Beck comes on and says Alex Jones right after.
David, I have a lot I wanted to ask you, but I have to start with these terrible YouTube, Twitter, good theories. If you search your name on Twitter right now, these lies about you being an actor are still at the top. How are you feeling about that?
It's great. It's great advertising, honestly. These people are doing an amazing thing in the sense that they're showing how disgusting they are. The fact that they're calling out me as a witness of this horrifying incident, saying that I'm an actor, a crisis actor, it shows how sad I feel for those people, honestly. Because they've lost faith in America, and we certainly haven't, but that's okay because we're going to outlive them.
Going to outlive them?
Absolutely.
Do you think Google, Facebook, and Twitter should do more, though, to try to tamp down this pollution?
I mean, honestly, these people that have been attacking me on the media, these people that have been attacking me on the social media,
yeah,
they've been great advertisers. Ever since they started attacking me, my Twitter following is now over 250,000 people. People have continued to cover us in the media. They've done a great job of that, and for that, I honestly thank them.
Okay, so let's go back over things. He's a public figure in a man's world. But a fake news organization, it's basically a globalist intelligence operation, misrepresents what we've said, then launches a campaign to ban us. Look it up. They get the very person on they say we're hurting and say things that we said we didn't say, and he says it actually hasn't hurt him. Very useful in court. That is a key piece right there. Didn't say what you said we said. The person you say we hurt says we didn't hurt him. On and on and on. But notice Stelter has called me a virus that needs to be off the air before. He just said, what about this pollution? The Nazis called Jews pollution. The communist Chinese called capitalist pollution. I'm garbage. I'm pollution. Talk about racism. Talk about cultural hate. I'm pollution because I'm a libertarian conservative nationalist. And so everything I say, you don't get to even hear what I say to judge for yourself. He just says, I did something I didn't do, and I'm garbage. I'm pollution. I'm garbage. And I need to be taken out. I need to be gotten rid of, and you never need to see me again. And then after they can silence me, they can silence you. So you think about it. And then he has Glenn Beck on. We're going to play that clip when I go on the radio, 4 to 6 p.m., coming up out of the gates. Beck comes out and says, oh, yeah, they're not doing enough shadow banning, blocking us. But because it doesn't matter, we have hundreds of radio stations, over 100 TV stations now. That's why they're crapping their britches. Because they did everything they could, and everything they do fails. We have more viewers and listeners now than CNN. They are a total failure. Look at Brian Stelter.